Once upon a time, there lived a giant named Hulk who lived in a small village. Despite his intimidating appearance, Hulk had a heart of gold and was loved by everyone in the village. He lived a simple life, helping out the villagers whenever they needed it and spreading happiness wherever he went. One day, the village was hit by a severe drought, and the crops had failed. The villagers were facing a severe shortage of food, and they were worried about how they would survive the winter. The village elder approached Hulk for help, and he decided to set out on a journey to find a solution. As he walked through the forest, he came across an old man who told him about the golden goose that lived in a far-off land and laid golden eggs. Hulk decided to find this golden goose and bring it back to his village, so that the villagers could have food and live in prosperity. Hulk traveled for many days, facing numerous challenges along the way. He encountered fierce beasts, treacherous rivers, and dark forests, but he was determined to find the golden goose and bring it back to his village. Finally, he reached the land of the golden goose. However, he soon realized that the goose was guarded by a powerful dragon who would only allow those who could answer his riddles to take the goose. Hulk, who was known for his wit and intelligence, accepted the challenge. The dragon asked Hulk 3 riddles, and to everyone's surprise, Hulk was able to answer all of them correctly. Impressed by Hulk's intelligence, the dragon allowed him to take the golden goose. Hulk returned to his village with the goose and everyone was overjoyed to see it. From that day on, the village never had to worry about food again as the golden goose laid golden eggs every day. The villagers lived in prosperity and happiness, and they were grateful to Hulk for bringing the golden goose to their village. However, this did not last long as an evil king who heard of the golden goose came to the village to take it for himself. The king demanded that the villagers hand over the goose, but they refused. Hulk stepped forward and challenged the king to a fight to protect the goose. The king was no match for Hulk, and the giant defeated him easily. The villagers cheered as Hulk emerged victorious, and the king was forced to leave the village empty-handed. From that day on, Hulk was known as the hero of the village, and he continued to live a life of peace and prosperity. The golden goose continued to lay golden eggs every day, and the village remained a happy place for many years to come. Years went by, and Hulk grew old. The villagers, who still remembered his bravery and kindness, decided to build a statue in his honor. The statue was placed in the center of the village, and every day, the villagers would gather around it to tell stories of Hulk's bravery and wisdom. One day, an evil sorceress who had heard of the golden goose and the statue of Hulk, decided to take both for herself. She cast a spell on the statue, bringing it to life and sending it to the village to steal the goose. The statue caused chaos in the village, and the villagers were terrified. Just then, Hulk, who had long retired from his heroics, appeared. The sorceress was no match for him, and he defeated her with ease. The statue returned to its original form, and the villagers were overjoyed to see Hulk back in action. From that day on, the statue of Hulk remained in the center of the village, a symbol of bravery and wisdom. The golden goose continued to lay golden eggs, providing the villagers with food and prosperity. The sorceress was never seen or heard from again, and peace and happiness returned to the village. Years went by, and the next generation of villagers had grown up listening to the stories of Hulk and the golden goose. They saw the statue of Hulk in the center of the village and heard of his bravery and wisdom. They admired Hulk and aspired to be like him, to be brave and kind, and to help others. One day, a young boy named Tom approached Hulk's statue and wished to be as brave and wise as the giant. As he made his wish, a strange thing happened. The statue of Hulk came to life and spoke to Tom, telling him that the only way to be brave and wise was to go on a journey and experience life for himself. Tom was overjoyed, and he set out on his journey, eager to learn and grow. He encountered many challenges and obstacles along the way, but he was determined to become like Hulk. Finally, after many years of traveling and learning, Tom returned to his village. He was no longer the young boy who had left many years ago. He was now a wise and brave man, and the villagers saw the transformation in him. They saw that he had become like Hulk, and they were overjoyed. From that day on, Tom became the new hero of the village, and he continued the legacy of Hulk. He protected the village and helped the villagers, just as Hulk had done before him. The statue of Hulk remained in the center of the village, a symbol of bravery and wisdom, and the Golden Goose continued to lay golden eggs, providing the villagers with food and prosperity. And so, the story of Hulk and the Golden Goose was passed down from generation to generation. It became a legend, a tale of bravery, wisdom, and kindness, inspiring generations to come. The statue of Hulk remained in the center of the village, and every day, the villagers would gather around it to tell the story of Hulk and the Golden Goose, and to remember the legacy of the giant who had changed their lives forever. And so, the story of Hulk and the Golden Goose lives on, a tale of bravery, wisdom, and kindness, reminding us that we too can be heroes, that we too can change the world and make it a better place. For it is not the size of the giant, but the size of his heart that matters, and this is a lesson that will be remembered for generations to come.